children we had, we wrote the play based on that, and then we assigned them different roles. And every child has a speaking part in our play, and usually has more than one thing to do. So since day one, over the course of 2 weeks, they've not only memorized the entire play, one of our Tweedledum actually had the whole script memorized the day after we gave it to him. But they've also learned how to use puppetry and mask work, and they've learned how to work as an ensemble, as a big group together. So on behalf of myself and all of the members of the SCRT who were part of this project, we could not be more proud and more heartbroken that our 2 weeks had come to an end with your children. That being said, they've done a fantastic job, really great work. In the program, Trevor Viatongo is also in there. He is one of our animals. You will notice him say chicken on the stage. His name didn't make it. We really apologize for that. We've had 34 children here every day with us for 4 hours every day for the last 2 weeks. We have all of our teachers who've been really inspiring, have taught different skills, puppetry, music. We've got a group of singers. We've had somebody teaching dance. One of the best days in here was when you have 30 bodies up on this stage, just giving it their all. So thank you all for being part of this for us. I know that backstage there are very excited children ready to put on the show for you. I have only one last request. There are some exits and entrances made through these aisles. Please try to keep them clear. A lot of little feet coming through at one time. So thank you all for coming out here today. Thank you for your constant support of the SCRT, and we hope that you enjoy the show.
Dreams take it out of. And with burning curiosity, she ran after it, and was just in time to see it leap down a large rabbit hole. In another moment, down went Alice after him, never once considering how in the world she might ever get out again. Either the hole was very deep, or she fell very slowly.
After a fall like this, I don't think I'll ever complain about falling off my bike again.
Hi there. Oh my, did they line it?
Down, down, down. Would the fall never end?
I wonder if I should fall straight through the earth.
Probably not.
Finally, thump! Down came Alice upon a pile of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over.
Ow.
What was that? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I fall on you?
Ow. Ow.
Perhaps you don't understand English. A machette? I'm sorry. I forgot you didn't like cats.
Not like cats. Would you like cats if you were me?
Probably not. Don't be angry. If you could only meet my cat. She's very sweet. She purrs often and she's really good at catching mice.
Help! Police! Help! Help! What is all this rubbish? What's the matter? This girl landed on me.
Not on purpose.
And then she threatened me with a cat. Hey, cat! Oh, my! Oh, they're filthy animals. I hope I never see one. I bet get one. Really? No. Aww. Calm down. There's only one little way to settle this. It's a race.
A race?
Yes, a race. Now, you know what we do.
So the dodo marked on a race course in a sort of a circle, and then all of the parties were placed along the race course.
1, 2, 3.
So, who won?
Everybody has one.
That was very fun. It made me forget all about the mouse and the... It's not to be afraid of. He looks pleasant. Well, sort of. Hello, Mr. Cat. I'm looking for a white rabbit. Have you seen him?
Cheshire,
What?
my name, Cheshire Cat. Not Mr. Cat, Cheshire Cat.
I'm sorry. Have you seen the white rabbit?
Yes,
Great. Which way did he go?
he didn't.
What do you mean?
He didn't go anywhere. He's exactly where I last saw him.
And where is that? Thank you. Mr. Cat. Cheshire Cat.
Alice and Caterpillar looked at each other for a long time in silence. Then finally, the caterpillar said,
Who are you?
I hardly know, sir. I mean, I know who I was and where I was this morning, but things have changed since then.
That does not make sense. Explain yourself.
I can't really. I mean, I fell down a rabbit hole.
awe at the beauty of the caterpillar and tried to make sense of what he had said. That's when she noticed them. They were standing under a tree, each with one arm around the other. They stood so still, she forgot they were alive.
If you think we are made of wax, we aren't. And it is Rose who's there.
I know who you are. You're...
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I wonder if you might help me. I was following a white rabbit, and I've lost him.
No, you began all wrong. When you meet someone new, you're supposed to say, hello, how are you? Fine, you? Quite fine. How's mother? You should know. You are my brother.
Very nice to meet both of you.
The pleasure is ours.
I really should be going.
Do you like Mary?
Yes, but I really don't have time.
Come, sit.
Calling the outdoors! Really?
The sun was shining on the sea, shining with all his might. He did his very best to make the village and bright. And this was odd, because it was the middle of the night.
The moon was shining soulfully because she thought the sun had no business to be there after the day was done. It's very good, she said. Come and spoil all the fun.
The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand.
Arthur, come and walk with us.
The walrus did beseech.
A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk along the briny beach. We cannot do with more than four to give a hand to each.
The eldest oyster looked at him, but never a word he said. The eldest oyster winked his eyes and shook his heavy head, meaning that he did not want to leave the oyster's bed.
But 4 young oysters hurried up, all eager for the treat. Their coats were brushed, their faces washed, their shoes were clean and neat.
And this was odd because, you know, they had to eat.
4 other oysters followed them, and yet another 4, and thick and fast they came at last, and more and more and more, all hopping through the frothy waves and scrambling to the shore. The walrus and the carpenter walked on a mile or 2. They rested on a rock, conveniently low, and all the little oysters stood and waited in a row.
The time has come
The walrus said.
to talk of many things, of shoes and chips, of cabbages and cream, by the sea, boiling hot, and where the kids have wings.
The carpenter said nothing but, oh, but wait a bit. The oysters cried. Before we have our chat, for some of us are out of breath, and all of us are fat. No hurry.
Said the carpenter. They thanked him much for that.
Thank you.
A loaf of bread
The walrus said.
is what we chiefly need. Now, if you are ready, oyster dear, we can begin to feed.
Not on us, the oyster cried, turning a little blue. After such kindness, it would be a dismal thing to do.
It was so kind of you to come, and you are so very nice.
The carpenter said nothing but,
Cut us another slice. I wish you would pay attention. I've had to ask you twice.
It seems a shame
The walrus said.
to play them just a trick after we brought them out so far and made them cut so quick.
The butter spread too thick.
I weep for you.
the walrus said.
I deeply sympathize. sympathize.
With sobs and tears, he sorted out the largest of the size, holding his pocket handkerchief up to his streaming eyes. Oh, oysters. You've had a pleasant run. Shall we be trotting home again?
But answers came there none, and this was scarcely odd because they'd eaten.
Every one.
Eyes of evil.
What a terrible story. Oh, if I'm late, it will be my head. Pull it off, oh, she doesn't like to be kept waiting. Wait, Mr. Rabbit, hold on. No time, no time.
After a while,
They're in my way.
I can help. Watch this. Hey, what's that over there? Is it a giant black crow? Did somebody mention a giant black crow? They are both ornithophobic. That means they're afraid of birds.
That's silly.
Have you seen a crow here yet?
No.
It is not as silly as it may seem.
Oh no. I've lost the rabbit again. Tell me, which way should I go from here?
Depends on where you want to get to.
I don't care that much.
Then it doesn't matter which way you go.
So long as I get somewhere.
If you walk long enough, you will be somewhere. And in that direction lives a hatter, a person who makes hats. And in that direction lives a March hare. Visit either you like. They are both mad.
As in, crazy? I don't think I'd like that.
Oh, you can't help it. We're all mad around here. I'm mad. You're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be, or you wouldn't have come here. Do you play croquet with the queen today?
I should enjoy that, but I haven't been invited yet, and I'm not sure what a croquet is, but it sounds fun.
You'll see me there.
Now, which way should I go?
Did you say you don't know how to play croquet?
You startled me. I thought you were gone.
Simple game. Hit the ball through the hoops. last turn. The direction said left at Albert, but I just, huh? Oh my God!
Alice happened upon a table set up under a tree in front of a house. And the Mad Hatter, March Hare, and the Dormouse were all having tea walking into it.
No room! No room!
There's plenty of room. Have some tea. Thank you. I am quite thirsty. I don't see any tea.
There is no tea.
Well, it wasn't very nice of you to offer if you don't have any.
It wasn't very nice of you to sit without being invited.
Your hair wants cutting.
Excuse me?
Too long. You need cutting, trimming, snipping, but not look good under a hat.
How rude.
You're rude.
Your face is rude.
How is a raven like a writing desk?
Oh, I do enjoy a good riddle. I believe I can guess that one.
Do you mean you think you can find out the answer to it?
Exactly.
Then you should say what you mean.
I did. At least, I mean what I say. It's the same thing.
Not at all. You might as well say I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see.
You might as well say, I like what I get is the same thing as I get what I like.
You might as well say, I breathe when I sleep. It's the same thing as breathe when I sleep when I breathe.
Well, it is the same for you. What day of the month is it?
The 10th.
2 days wrong. I told you that butter was bad!
It was the best
You
butter.
shouldn't have put it in with a bread knife. You probably got crumbs in it. Ah!
What a funny watch. It tells you the day of the month, but it doesn't tell you what time it is.
Why should it?
The dormouse is asleep again.
What? Huh? What? Oh, of course. That's what I was going to say.
Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up.
I haven't the slightest idea myself.
Neither have I.
We were hoping you had the answer. We haven't been able to find it for years.
I think you would make better use of your time than wasting it on a riddle that doesn't have an answer.
If you knew the time as well as I do, you would not talk about wasting it. It is him.
What?
Time and I, we quarreled last March, just before he went mad.
Just before.
It was at the great concert given by the Queen where I sang, Twinkle, twinkle, little bats,
Twinkle, 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 twinkle.
how I wonder where you're at. I had hardly gotten to the first verse when the Queen leapt up and bawled out, He's murdering the time! Off with his head!
How awful.
And ever since then, he won't do a thing I ask. It's always 6 o'clock now.
It's always 6 o'clock. It's always tea time, and there's never time in between. Let's change the subject. Tell us a story.
Oh yes, the story.
Okay. How about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Boring.
Overrated.
Never heard of it.
Sounds dumb.
Well, you asked me to tell a story, and I
And
don't
then you
think...
shouldn't talk.
It was this piece of rudeness that was more than Alice could bear. She got up and with great disgust walked off. She looked back once or twice, half hoping they would call after her. And the last time she saw them, they were stuffing the dormouse into the teapot.
Stupidest story I've ever been to. I'm never going there again.
Don't look down. Don't look. it.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
He's doing it.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Find my happy place. Find my happy place.
All the king's men
Reason.
couldn't put Humpty back together again. What are you doing sitting on this wall?
I have a few kites, and my therapist for king thought it would be a good idea
If you sat on a wall,
if I face my fear's head first.
what happens if you fall off?
I prefer not to think about that.
Maybe he's right. Maybe you can't let your fear control you.
Who are you?
My name is Alice.
If you'd like, you can sit with me for a minute. I think you're the first person to ever help me break through my real fear of heights. I mean, I was panicked for a minute there, but now I feel confident.
I'd love to, but I'm afraid I'm looking for someone.
I feel ready to take on the world.
Be careful.
I'm ready for you, Will. Hit me with your best shot.
Hey! Hey!
Oh no! What should I do?
Really, I guess I asked for that one. Don't worry, this happens at least once a week. They should be arriving any second.
Who?
They're a lot better at putting me back together than the old stories say. But now I'm afraid of heights all over again. Take me away, boys.
Now, where has that white rabbit gone to? To the Queen's Garden! Huh? Who said that? Where's the Queen's Garden? You can talk?
Pretend that there's someone worth talking to.
What kind of flower is she? Look at her petals, flat and one color.
And so dry.
And her stem is just hideous.
Excuse me, I am not a flower.
That makes perfectly good sense. Or maybe you're more of a shrub. She certainly does look like shrub.
I am not a tree or a shrub.
Not an insect, are you?
No!
Thank you.
Then who are you and what are you doing with Queen's Garden?
My name is Alice. I followed a white rabbit here. He's wearing a purple coat and he has a pocket watch. I figure he can help me get home.
A rabbit, you say? With a purple coat and a watch.
Well,
Yes! He went that way!
thank you.
What a strange creature. She looked much better in orange.
Or blue.
Even purple would be nice. And so dry.
I followed him here.
Ah, then you must be here to play croquet. Yes?
Yes.
You three, make some arches for us. We'll deal with the roses later. Someone give this girl a ball and mallet.
The queen shouted.
Get to your places.
People began running in all directions, tumbling up against each other. However, they did settle down after a minute or two, and the game began.
What a ridiculous game.
Alice began looking for some way to escape. She knew that she had no real dispute with the queen, but she knew that it could happen at any moment.
How do you like the queen?
Not at all. She is so extremely likely to win. It's hardly worth finishing the game.
Who are you talking to?
This is my friend, Cheshire Cat.
Oh, wait, kiss my hand, alright. I'd rather not. I don't like it looking at me that way. My dear, I wish to have this tattoo removed.
This is where I take my leave.
The game kept going on. All the time, the queen never left off quarreling with the other players, and shouting,
Off with his head!
or,
Off with her head!
though it was a well-known fact that nobody in the kingdom really ever lost their head, and quite frankly, after a croquet game, there were usually only 2 people left in the entire kingdom, the king and the queen. But today, there was also Alice.
Have you met the mock turtle yet?
No, I can't say I have.
Come along then. You should meet him. I've heard you don't even know who you are.
What?
What's so fast here?
Who told you that?
A little butterfly.
What is that lazy griffin?
Pazuzu! Where are you, Pazuzu?
Lazy bugger?
Take this girl here to see the mock turtle. Let her learn something. Come, husband. We will bury the
Alice did not quite like the look of the creature, but she figured it was safer to stay with him than go anywhere with the savage queen.
What fun!
What's fun?
Serious! They never execute nobody, you know? Come on!
He looks so sad.
He ain't got no sorrow, you know? Hey, you! This here young lady wants a story. To learn something she knew.
I'll tell her a story of bravery and monsters.
What are you?
I was once a turtle, but that is a story for another day. A day when you need to feel sad. Today, a lesson. Sit down, both of you, and don't speak a word until I begin.
That is just...
Jack.
'Twas Brillig and the Slithy Toves did gyre and gimble in the wave. All mimsy were the Beauregos, and the mole rats outward.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The claws that catch, the jaws that bite. Beware the Jub bird, and shun the freemiest Bandersnatch.
He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the mansome foe he sought, and rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood there while in thought.
And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the Tugly wood, and burbled as it came.
Burble, burble, burble. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through. His roper blade would sneaker snack, he left it dead, and with its head, he went galumphing back.
And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, Calloo, Calais, he shortled in his joy.
'Twas brillig and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wake. All mimsy were the Beauregaards, and the mome raths outbreak.
Pretty? I'm not sure I understand it. The trial is beginning!
Come on!
What trial is it?
Come on! Yes, let me sit down now. You know.
Called to stand one, Mad Hatter.
Did you steal a Queen's card?
No, Your Majesty.
Are you sure? You know you look awfully familiar.
No. I was having tea this afternoon with that girl there. Maybe she's those sorts?
Called to stand that younger there.
I didn't eat the tart.
How do we know you didn't?
What proof do you have that I did?
What proof do you have that you didn't?
None of this makes sense. I'm tired of being accused of things I didn't do and for being pushed around.
Did you hear that? A confession!
I didn't confess to anything, you old goat. I won't.
Off with her head!
Oh, be quiet. You're nothing but a pack of cards anyway.
Wake up, Alice. Wake up. You've been asleep now for a few hours.
Oh, I had the strangest dream. There was a Cheshire cat and a white rabbit, and I met a griffin and a March hare who was stark raving mad. I even met the Queen of Hearts, who was mean and not very nice, and she looked a little like someone I know.
Come on, let's go for a little tour in that wrong circle. Off with our heads.
It seems so real.
Alice sat by herself for a while. She imagined herself as an adult, and how she would keep, through her golden years, her simple and loving heart of childhood, and how she might pass along her strange story to other children, and make their eyes bright with wonder, and how she would find the simple joy of remembering her own childhood, especially her summer days in Wonderland.
It seems so real. I wonder, it's like it's